Chapter 1. Taro's Reward. One evening, when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut that was on a hillside, a strong wind began to blow. It whistled through the cracks of the hut, and everyone felt very cold.
I wish I had a cup of sake. It would warm me and do my old heart good.
This made Taro sadder than ever, for the heartwarming drink called sake was very expensive. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest.
He chopped and cut. His mouth was dry and his face was wet with sweat.
My poor old father, he thought. If only he was as warm as I.
Suddenly, Taro stopped chopping. He heard the sound of rushing water.
And he ran in the direction of the sound.
Could it be? Could it possibly be rushing water?
Taro saw a beautiful little waterfall hidden behind a rock.
Kneeling,
he cupped a little in his hands and put it to his lips.
I can't believe this waterfall has delicious sake instead of water.
Taro quickly filled the pitcher he had with him and hurried home. The old man was delighted with the sake.
After only one sip of the liquid, he stopped shivering. That afternoon, Taro's father politely offered his neighbor a cup of the sake. The lady drank it greedily.
You see, this sake is from the waterfall that my son found in the forest.
The neighbor left in a hurry.
By nightfall, she had spread the story throughout the village.
We must see the magic waterfall.
That evening there was a long procession of visitors to the woodcutter's house.
Each person heard the story of the waterfall and took a sip of sake.
Next morning,
Taro started for work even earlier than the morning before. He intended to go to the waterfall.
When he reached there, he found to his great surprise all his neighbors there. Then one villager knelt and held his mouth under the waterfall to drink. Water! Nothing but water!
We have been tricked.
Muttering their anger and disappointment, the villagers left the place one by one. Once more he caught a little liquid in his hand and put it to his lips.
It is not water, it is sake.
To the thoughtful son, the magic waterfall gave the delicious sake. To everyone else, it gave only cold water. The story of Taro and his magic waterfall reached the Emperor of Japan.
He sent for Taro and rewarded him.
Then he named the most beautiful fountain in the city after Taro.
This is to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents.